A dirty, wet-lubed chain creates enough parasitic drag to waste 15 watts of your power output. That is essentially like dragging a brake pad for your entire expedition.
Most cyclists treat chain lubrication as noise reduction, but from a systems engineering perspective, it's about friction management. A standard chain has over 100 articulation points. If you introduce wet lube, you are essentially creating a magnet for silica and grit.
This mixture turns your expensive drivetrain into a lapping compound. In tribology, we call this abrasive wear. Wet lube facilitates a grinding paste that eats into the hardened steel pins and rollers every time you pedal.
Immersion waxing changes the physics completely. By submerging the chain in molten paraffin, we achieve full penetration into the pin-roller interface. When it cools, it forms a solid, dry, low-friction barrier that physically occupies the space where dirt would usually enter.
The efficiency delta is massive. A perfectly prepared waxed chain creates about 3 to 5 watts of friction loss. A wet lube's chain, after just 1 hour of riding in contamination, jumps to over 15 watts of loss. You are burning glycogen just to grind metal.
This friction doesn't just steal energy, it destroys components. As the grinding paste wears down the pins, the pitch of the chain effectively lengthens. This is what we call stretch, though the metal isn't actually stretching.
Once a chain passes 0.5% wear, it begins to carve out the valleys of your cassette and chain rings. If you wait until 0.75%, you've likely destroyed the entire drivetrain system. Replacing a chain is cheap. Replacing a 12-speed cassette is a financial failure.
Do not be fooled by the marketing of ceramic pulley wheels. While they reduce friction by a fraction of a watt in a clean lab, the cost-to-benefit ratio is nonsensical for bikepacking. A single grain of sand in a ceramic race destroys the advantage instantly.
For remote expeditions, the only true reliability upgrade is simplicity. This is the argument for single-speed setups in extreme environments. No derailleur to bend, the perfectly straight chain line, and significantly reduced lateral friction on the chain plates.
However, if you run gears, you must manage the system. In the field, carry a small bottle of drip wax. It's not as good as immersion, but it resolidifies and doesn't attract contaminants like wet lube. Apply it the night before so the carrier fluid evaporates.
The physics are clear. Cleanliness is the cheapest speed you can buy. Stop looking for aero gains or weight savings if your drivetrain is covered in black sludge. Master the wax system and you save energy for the miles that actually matter. Stop buying upgrades. Just clean your drivetrain.